me and my phone because I don't know who else has that phone number. And I don't want to establish that link because it's just not a good idea.
I'm just letting you know what happened is that if you do in the future, for future reference, I'm telling you right away, if you're not having a regular conversation with me, I'm hurt because I like talking with you, and when I go on deprivation mode, that doesn't drive me to read your book because I would be hurting more.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's what happened, and that's why I didn't finish it yet.
How far did you get?
Shout a lot. I really do like you a lot, and I was, I could not. I know that you were not avoiding me. You were emailing me. Of course, if you would have stopped emailing me, that would have been worse. But it's not the same. Talking with you is not the same as emailing you.
Yeah, I understand that. All right. The emails, are easier for me to work into what I'm doing. We can talk more on Skype. Of course, I didn't get the Skype hooked up until, a month ago?
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been that long ago. Kind of recent, really.
Uh-huh.
And up until that point, I didn't want to use my $20 phone card for every 200 minutes. In 200 minutes, I could easily do in one conversation with you. It's 10 cents a minute, so.
I know.
So that's like, 3 hours. Yeah, we could easily talk 3 hours, no problem. And so that was just more of a burden on me, a financial burden, so I didn't want to do that.
Mm-hmm,
but it had nothing to do with you. It was more like it's not economical for me to do it. So it's only been really a month now that I've had this free forum to communicate with you.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, are you paying for this?
No.
You don't have to pay for this?
No.
Okay, because there is a feature on there. I guess it's for cell phone. If I call you on your cell phone, you have to pay for it. Is that correct?
That's correct. Or if I do call you on your cell phone, then I pay.
See. There's another good reason not to call me on my cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how secure this is, but I guess we got to get to a point somewhere where we say, hey, I don't care if it's secure. Have some way. So I think this could be more secure than a cell phone that somebody has. That number that shouldn't have it. That's why I change my cell phone so often. I really do. I don't usually keep them. I just throw them away. And I start all over again. And I'm very careful who I give my number to. So,
I guess what happened is down the road you decided to make a compromise for me and talk with me on Skype.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm glad I have that opportunity too, because there's not a whole lot of people standing in line to talk to me, as you might imagine.
I would for hours.
They're not knocking on the side of my van all night long saying, could I please talk to you? You're such a wonderful person. No, if they're knocking on the side of my van, it's because they want to take me to jail. Okay. That's the kind of reception I get.
So what did happen that you decided, said, okay, I will make this compromise. I will talk to her on Skype.
Oh, it's not a compromise. It was like, I'm kind of phobic about computers. I just am. So when I have to do something new, like you say, oh, go into this program and download this and do that, I immediately freeze up and I go, oh no, I just don't, when I mess around with computers, it always goes bad. It never works, and the whole computer's ruined and everything else, and I got to go get it fixed. That's the kind of thoughts that run through my mind. So I'm not real computer literate, and I don't really want to be. I know how to do the basic things. So when you suggested Skype, you probably had to suggest it 3 or 4 times before I did it, right? That's why, because I'm just not, It's kind of like with Craigslist, when you and I said, hey, can you just start working with Craigslist, and it took you like about 4 or 5, 6 months to actually Craigslist.
But I'll tell you why. It's not because I was Okay, in 2000, I was like a dinosaur with a computer. I really was.
Yeah.
I really was like an elephant in a strawberry field. Okay.
Yeah.
But,
or a bull in a china shop. Yeah.
But because I was in contact with Ashley, I improved, and I improved my computer skills, and I like it, in fact. And what happened is because Craigslist requires phone authentication, and I was so scared to lose you, to introduce a third party between you and I. That's why it took me that long. Because
you saw Craigslist as a third party?
No. But they asked for phone authentication. I never had a phone.
Oh, I see.
And the only phone I have is a U.S. phone, and I'm not in U.S. You see? So I was afraid of, I didn't want to. I know that at some, in the past, we end up not talking with each other anymore, not emailing with each other anymore. And I didn't want that to happen again. So I was phobic about going on Craigslist. I was phobic about it because I didn't want to lose you, because I knew it was involve another person who have a phone. And I didn't want our friendship to be broke over that.
Yeah. Well, I struggled with 3 years, like I told you. Prior to that, it was a lot easier. They required phone authentication. And I came up with all kinds of